Alrighty, so our friends over at Deatschwerks sent us some drop-in 800cc injectors for the Miata here. So we're gonna go ahead and get these installed, but this car is a 90 car, so it is batch, meaning that the two injectors fire in pairs. So we're gonna go ahead and switch it to sequential because I'm already having to wire it up.
Okay, so Steve's on a phone call right now, but I'll show everybody what I found. So this was the injector in the #1 cylinder. I don't know if it's focusing too well on that, but the cup is cracked right there. So I think we're on the right track of the misfire being injector related.
All right, Andrew's got the injectors out, and on initial inspection they seem okay. There's one that's got a crack on the pintle, but I don't think that's a cause for concern. But again, don't really care. We've got the new injectors in, and we'll get them all situated. So the one thing about the DW injectors I really like is that these are new body injectors. So these are the long EV14 bodies, and so the only downside is, to me, is that they're 800cc instead of being like the normal 1000cc that we like. But I think these will be okay. It's within the power goal that we want, even with ethanol. So we should be all right with these injectors. Plus, it's hard to beat the price. These injectors retail are like under 300 bucks. So for something like this, that's like a, as you can see, a relatively budget build, I think these will be okay. So we'll go ahead and get these installed. Okay, so we've got the resistor box cut out of it. This wiring harness originally was a sequential harness, so we're going to reuse a good part of this actually. So with resistor boxes, for those who do not know, they basically will take a single power wire, which is this red one here, and it outputs 4 low resistance power wires here. So we've got that cut out, and if you look, that all runs to this red and white harness, and you'll see that it basically runs, and it's a single red wire that splits into 4. And so we're going to attach that all to each injector. Now Deatschwerks gives us these plug and play adapters, which we can't use because obviously we don't have these connectors anymore. So the gray connectors, we're just going to go ahead and cut those guys off completely and just use just the EV14 ends. Okay, so I just made some quick changes to the ECU. I haven't put any real injector data in. I just kind of threw in the required fuel. And the way this works is you just tell it like how large the injectors are, and then it'll give you kind of like a base number. So this is like a real coarse adjustment, if you will. And it actually fires up, and it runs pretty halfway decent, really, until it's stalled. So it runs a bit better. Let's see here. So it sounds a bit better than what it did before. It's definitely still not perfect by any means, but it is a lot better. So we're gonna just kind of add some fuel here, since it was a little bit on the lean side. All right, so it sounds quite a bit better than what it did before. Still really loud because it's open downpipe, but let's see what the motor actually looks like. Definitely not as shaky as it was before. Okay. It almost seems like this one's still not making a difference for some reason.
Okay, so I've created this contraption out of a smoke tester pump, but it's broken. So I have the old pump thing in here. I gotta tighten these Phillips, but I have the tube that goes on here. So we're gonna slide this on. I gotta get another clamp, and I'll plug the smoke tester into this, and I'll go over each cylinder, but specifically looking over cylinder 3 because that's the one we've been having issues with, and we'll see what goes on from there. Okay, it seems like there's no leaks, at least from what I could test. So, and other than like what kind of seems like it would be a normal. So I'm gonna pull all the plugs out and we're gonna see how they all look. And we got some new NGKs for them, and we're gonna see how it goes. All right, new plugs are in. We're gonna turn her on, see how she runs. Okay, we're gonna pull the plugs back out and see what they look like.
All right, so we had the car running and idling for a little bit. These are brand new fresh plugs, just put them in, so they've only been idled. And you can see that number 3 is basically wet, so it's not firing. The weird thing about this whole deal is that we've tested compression. We know all 4 has compression. It's a little bit on the low side, but it does in fact have it. Coils we've moved around, but it's always been cylinder number 3. So all the other cylinders, you can see that there's a little bit of combustion on them just because that there's a little bit of browning on that. But number 3 is the only one that's not firing, and we're not too sure why. Now it is wet. That only tells us that the injector is working, but it really doesn't tell us anything else. The weird thing about it is that if you watch our earlier videos, the car actually ran decent, but it's like literally one day out of the blue it started missing on 3. And so that's why we did the compression check, that's why we moved coils around, that's why we cleaned up the plugs, and it's still not running on number 3. So I'm not really sure what's going on here at this point. Again, we've got compression and it's low, but it's even across the board. And if one was like really low, you know, if cylinder number 3 for instance was like 30 or 60 or something like that, we would know, you know, that would be the cause of it. But like I said, I think it tested, was it 110 or 140 or something like that?
Cylinder 3 wasn't the lowest.
But cylinder number 3 wasn't the lowest.
If I remember.
Yeah. But for some reason it's just not running on cylinder number 3. And again, like I said, this is something that happened like out of the blue, just literally one day. So I thought that's why we tested everything, and that's why I thought it was a bad injector, simply because that, one, the injector's old, and two, the fuel in the car smelled really bad. So I was under the assumption that maybe it got clogged up, but something's definitely not right here, and I'm not really sure what the problem is. So we're gonna have to do some thinking here to figure out what it is. So unfortunately we replaced the injectors and that didn't fix it. So at this point I'm kind of at a loss at the moment. So I guess we'll do some more digging and hopefully we'll figure something out sooner rather than later.